So here we are about 1 hour's drive away from London in Oxford, and we thought we'd come out to the Oxford Rugby Club and have a bit of a chat to a World Cup hero, one Joe Roff, who actually captained the Oxford Rugby Club here in 2007. Roffy, thanks for joining us.
Pleasure.
Must be some great memories back here at the ground.
Yeah, Iffley Road's one of the great grounds of amateur rugby. It's been varsity matches have been played for 125 years, and as you said, we lost in my first year here, so the following year I ended up captaining Oxford to another very famous loss.
What about memories here at this ground, the home ground here in Oxford? I mean, a packed house here, I think against the Wallabies about early 2000?
Yeah, that's right. And it is a special ground. Just behind us is where Roger Bannister broke the 4-minute mile. Iffley Road's just very special. And when the Wallabies came through and toured here in 2000, I believe it was, it packed out, and Oxford nearly took that game. And this is it's a very proud club. It's got so much tradition, and it's played against a lot of international teams with a lot of success.
Was there a certain amount of games you had to play for then to pass?
I'm not even going to give that any credence whatsoever. I did a proper degree. I'm
sure you did. So Roff, we're in the clubhouse now of Oxford Rugby Union. Must bring back some great memories here, seeing your photo here when you played.
Yeah, it does, and one of the great traditions of the club is that this is a picture with the captains in the middle, and the captains have the diaries which you write down everything that happened throughout the season and hand it just to the next captain.
So no one else can see it?
No one else is allowed to read it, and it's just a record of the club, and it's been, there are captains' entries that date back World War II, before then, and it just gives a great snapshot into the history and the tradition of this club.
Well, just across the road from the Oxford Rugby Club and over to the Fir Tree, the local here in Oxford. I'm joined also by Brett Robinson, former Wallaby player, also ARU board member and former Brumbies captain. And Robert, you spent a couple of years here in Oxford. What was it like being here for a couple of years in a wonderful city like Oxford?
Well, I finished my career here as an amateur, and it's one of rugby's great experiences. The game between Oxford and Cambridge is the second oldest rugby game in the world. And the history and tradition of this game and this experience is world class. But outside of the rugby experience, to be a university student in this town is one of life's golden opportunities.
Soaking up the city and the university, and the history is amazing. And just down the road's another pub called the Eagle and Child, where Tolkien and C.S. Lewis used to get together, to have drinks and talk about their respective worlds. And it just has this surreal element to it, and it's why it's called the Dreaming Spires, because of that.
Did you realise what experience you were having at the time, or not until now, like 10 years later, where you go, gee, what an experience I had here?
I took on board Robbo's advice when I asked him whether I should do this, and Robbo's advice was that it's an investment that will keep paying itself back for the rest of your life. And that's now, 10 years on from my time at Oxford, I really understand that.
Cheers, boys. Thanks for joining us. Nice to see you back here in Oxford, and we'll go watch a bit of rugby, hey?
Thanks, Helmy.
Thanks, Helmy.